Okay, thank you for tuning into our channel today. We are going to be discussing causes of wrong safety behavior. There are so many reasons why people choose to behave the way they behave. There are so many reasons why people tend to violate safety at the work area. First of all, people need to understand that safety is not a bad thing. Actually, safety is there to ensure that everyone that comes to work goes back home safely. If you're able to work safe, it guarantees you're coming back to work the next day. And the fact that you're able to continue to work, you're able to make money and take care of your family. But then, as good as this sounds, there are still some reasons why people engage in some behaviors that are not good for the workplace when it comes to working safe. First of all, I will start with the idea of knowledge gap, where people do not know that safety works for the best of their interest. You find people violating the safety rules and procedures at the workplace. When there is a knowledge gap or poor safety awareness, you know, there are some persons that do not have so much awareness of health and safety. You know, before now, people were putting their gas cylinders inside of the house. But with proper awareness, people now keep their gas cylinders away from the house because of explosion. Now that knowledge of safety have come in, and you find people practicing that in their houses. The same thing in the workplace. You know, it is a safety requirement that if you are walking above 1.8 meters, you are supposed to use a harness belt. But someone that just came from the village where he climbs the mango tree, and the mango tree is even higher than 1.8 meters, and even jumps down from there. If you tell him to wear a harness belt, it may look strange to him. Okay, that is because the person does not have that knowledge, that awareness of what it means to walk safe. That is the first one. Okay, beyond that, there are so many reasons why people go ahead to violate health and safety procedures, precautions, rules and regulations at the workplace. Beyond all knowledge, we also have a problem of time management. For example, we have 10 minutes to plan for a program or an activity that will last for 30 minutes. All together we have 40 minutes and maybe 5 minutes at the end of the job to do housekeeping. So for us to deliver this job, we have 45 minutes. Now imagine out of the 45 minutes, we use 20 minutes to discuss how Chelsea is performing badly this season. Or we start discussing politics and we do not manage that time. You notice that we may have spent 20 minutes out of our 45 minutes. And for us to achieve our goal for the next 25 minutes, something that we are supposed to do in 45 minutes, you notice that we start taking shortcuts. Okay, we are in a hurry, we start making little mistakes, and we start, overlooking small details that will actually guarantee our safety at the workplace. Okay, that is the second one. The third reason why people engage in wrong safety behaviors at the workplace is God for that reason.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Can you explain that more?
Okay, I'll tell you why. Now, I am from Opobo. The incoming governor of Rivers State is from my place. And I misbehave and somebody says, oh, he's governor's brother, and they allow me to go. I have a godfather and you can't harm me. Not so. Now, if you come to the workplace and my father owns the company and I do something wrong, something that the next person does and the person goes home, but because my father owns the company, nothing can happen to me. I have a godfather. Godfatherism also, gives people this unnecessary security and ego at the workplace, which makes them violate, health and safety procedures, and requirements at the workplace.
Okay.
The fourth one is going to be complacency.
Okay.
We have been doing this job over and over, nothing has gone wrong. We have become expert on the job. We can close our eyes and deliver this job. It makes us to, feel very, very comfortable on the job. And we fail to understand that there are hazards at the workplace. There are, threats at the workplace that can impact on our safety for that day. Are we together?
Yes.
For someone that is learning how to drive, you're coming to a junction, you begin to slow down, you pay attention. But for someone that is an expert already, who has very, very sharp reflexes, you find him driving even unnecessarily recklessly, even when he's coming to a junction. So that is what complacency does. I'm too good on this job, so there's no need to pay attention to the extra small things. Okay, that's complacency. It also, impacts the way people work at the workplace. The last one is attitude. You know, when we talk about health and safety, there is one thing that is at the baseline, and that is human factor.
Okay.
If we put all the control measures in place, these control measures, if the human factor is not in check, you know, we'll have catastrophe at the workplace. In HSE, we have what we call the hierarchy of control, where we start from elimination. We want to eliminate the hazard. We don't want these hazards to be, you know, in this place in the first place. Where we cannot eliminate this hazard, we go ahead and, you know, substitute. Let's look for a lesser hazard. Let's look for something that is less dangerous. Okay? Having substituted, okay, substitution did not take it away completely. We now look for engineering measures whereby, okay, let's build something to shield this hazard. Okay? This is a rotating equipment. If I put my hand inside, it can cut me. Like your standing fan at home, it has this wire mesh in front of it.
Yeah.
That is an engineering procedure to prevent you from putting your hand into the blades, you know, so you don't get caught. Okay, that is number 3 in our hierarchy of controls. The 4th one is administrative procedures, whereby we have permits to work systems,
All right.
integrated safe systems of work, JHA, you know, standard or safe operating procedures and all.
Okay.
Then the final one is your PPE. This is a PPE, this is a work clothes, your hard hat, your eye goggle, and all of that. Where all of this is in place and the human being is just a difficult person, all of that will fail. Huh?
Wow.
Definitely they will fail. Okay, so human factor is important and human attitude is important. Let's be realistic. There are some persons that simply do not like to work safely for some reasons best known to them. You know, they see the hard hat as being heavy. They see the safety boot as being heavy. They see the eye goggle and other things as being inconvenience. Okay, and sometimes they see following safety procedures and precautions as, you know, somehow unnecessary. Are we together?
Yeah.
So, you know, these are the things that causes to, you know, that leads to poor safety behaviors at the workplace.
All right, thank you, Mr. Good Health. I think that is an interesting one so far. So what is your advice to people out there? I will itemize a lot of it about this key point of wrong safety behavior. What could be the causes? What is your advice to people out there?
Remember, you have a family at home to take care of.
All right.
Remember, you have responsibilities to meet up. You have an ego to protect. So work safe, go home safe, and come back again to work the following day.
All right, thank you. So wrong safety behavior, the key people. So let's say no to wrong safety behavior. Can we say no?
Say no to wrong safety behavior. Thank you.